Okay, we're here. We're all here. We're all in, and it's all about you and hopping into spring and creating a plan that's going to work for some of your projects. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Marissa. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for hopping into this live this early Monday morning. You're very keen. I know you're both very organized. So I thought I would talk a little bit about planning for spring and hear from you. What are your ideas, plans, and projects that you're doing? Why don't we start with that? Like one of the plans that I have to do is my gardening. Uh, Another plan I have is I'm going to be enhancing my website based on comments I've received from the subscribers to my monthly newsletter and my organizing guide. They've said they want to learn more about the emotional side. They really enjoyed the process step by step on decluttering and organizing. So I'm going to be creating more content for that so that you all can gain, because I think information and knowledge, should be at everybody's fingertips to share. So I'll start with what I do. Uh, for example, I love lists. Professional organizers love lists. That's one of the many things we have in common. So I did a list of the categories of things that I wanted to do. For example, Facebook Live, get more familiar with Facebook Lives. The bigger things are the website enhancement and sewing projects and gardening. What I chose to look at with you, because it touches on using an agenda, creating a wish list, an action plan, writing down so many things that you want to do. So I'll start with the gardening plan. So we have a garden, and last summer we had vegetables and we had flowers, and we are not natural born gardeners. This is like my daughter and I, our second summer doing a garden. So the process, write down everything that needs to be done, which I've done. I haven't broken it down yet with you or on my own in terms of what to do first, but just right here. Look for photos of last summer when it was in full bloom and full harvest of vegetables. Then walk and do a garden inventory of what will regrow and what won't. List of the yard work to do. List of needed items to buy. List of how often and when to water, weed, edge, rake, and seed the lawn. Look at the dates when the flowers and the plants will come up. And then schedule garden preparation, which is the first thing for me to do. Clean up the flower beds, edge the beds, seed the lawn where it needs it, and daily watering. So with that whole list, as this is like my little mini model, with this whole list, I'm going to look at it and put it in the order of what to do it in, and then break it down even further. Because when I say schedule garden preparation, clean up beds, what exactly does that mean? What tools are needed? I need my gloves. I need the bins that they pick up by the municipality to take away the yard trimmings. I need to put the air in the tire of the wheelbarrow. I need to I also need to time. Okay, when am I going to use the wheelbarrow? When am I going to use it for seed? Then I have to pull out the old seeder. I gotta tighten the little thing that allows a certain amount of seeds to come out at a time so it doesn't get ruined. I probably need to clean the equipment. So this all takes time. And the fun thing is, by having it planned and sitting with a coffee with your feet up, as I did, starting to write this, and then further after this, I'll have a coffee and expand this list. Then I'll look at my agenda. This big agenda. Hang on, let's get a page that has nothing. Okay, get this whole big agenda. And then in the week that I have to do it, I'm going to write down what I'm going to do that week. And then I'm going to schedule the day. Now, Am I going to be looking at bringing this in the garden with me? No. I'm going to be looking at it throughout the week, but mostly to not book on top of it. I don't want to double book myself. And this work is as important as any appointment. Anything you choose to do, whether it's for a project, something for your child, for your parents, anything you have is important. So there's no need to double book if you have it scheduled. Now, things like this can be flexible. Also, it depends on the weather. So there's a lot of factors involved to be ready, and there's a lot of time. Sometimes what I do is, let's say, breaking down the garden planning list, I will also write down, once it's going to be a lot longer, how long it's going to take to do each thing. And then if I block a time, like let's say next Wednesday morning, it's going to be sunny, but not too sunny. I'm going to wake up early. So what does that mean? Breakfast has to be ready. Lunch has to be ready so that I don't have to go in and out of the house. And then I'm just going to start, because everything will be listed, and I'm going to have it in an order of which to do it in. So the wonderful thing about that is I won't have to think. I can just go and do manual labor, enjoy being in the garden, the smell of the earth, the sun, the exercise, the experience. Okay, let's compare that to what it can be if something's not planned. It could be I wake up and say, okay, I want to do gardening. So I go outside and it's like, I don't know where to start. And then these bags are heavy. How am I going to get them to the back? Oh, I got to get the wheelbarrow. Oh, the wheelbarrow needs air put in it. Oh, it looks like rain. Oh, it's like, you know what? I'm going to get the gardener to do it. So in a similar way to decluttering, this is why often decluttering people give up early, because the process isn't planned through. And it takes time, but it's an investment, and there's payoff, because it's building for success.